What INTJs need in a partner. Understanding the mysterious personality type. Of all the personality types out there, the INTJ personality type probably gets one of the worst reputations as being cold and difficult to understand. In fact, many people aren't even aware that INTJs exist, or that they even have their own personality type at all. But if you are in a relationship with an INTJ, or are interested in one, you'll want to know what makes them tick and how you can keep your relationship happy and healthy for both of you. Be sure to like and subscribe. After subscribing, leave a comment saying I subscribed and I will reply back to you. Here are some of the qualities that make an INTJ relationship so satisfying and fun. How to handle their bluntness. Although it can be difficult for some, those who have lived with an INTJ know that their blunt honesty is often refreshing. However, if you are a non-INTJ and are struggling to adjust to a partner's straightforward nature, try understanding their motives. They are not just being mean or rude, they're looking out for your best interests. Because of their knowledge and intelligence, they likely understand you better than anyone else ever could. They want what is best for you, even if that means telling you something you don't want to hear. How to make them trust you. One way to get an INTJ to trust you is to be authentic. But even if they don't yet trust you, a good first step would be simply to share more information. For example, if you are having a hard time getting along, let them know that and tell them what you want from them, and vice versa. If you're in love with an INTJ, allow yourself to express how much they mean to you. Also remember that once an INTJ does feel comfortable with their partner, your honest emotional expression will be deeply appreciated and valued. Intense feelings of loyalty can develop among these two partners because both parties understand each other so well. Once trust has been established, an emotional openness occurs. How to handle their constant analysis. This can, of course, be very confusing for their partners. Most INTJs aren't entirely sure what they feel about a person. And it's not always apparent to them when they do find someone who strikes them as special. To avoid passing over that special someone, many INTJs try to follow their gut feeling, no matter how difficult that may be. If you find yourself questioning whether or not you should give a potential partner your undivided attention in spite of your misgivings, INTJ or otherwise, try to remind yourself that sometimes we just have to go with our gut and trust ourselves. How you can say something they don't want to hear. It is one of those things that most people want in a partner, but isn't necessarily something you will hear often. It is something that people need to grow into, to learn and understand more about. You have to be patient with others and let them find their way. This can be tough for an INTJ because they are driven by their deep curiosity and desire for understanding things. They need time alone at times so they can process information and gather more information when they need it. Sometimes that just won't fit into your schedule or needs, yet, if your partner wants to improve themselves or adapt, you have to allow for that time to happen. How to handle their emotional outbursts. An INTJ's emotions are as deep and intense as their thinking. When they feel strongly about something, their feelings can bubble over in ways that might seem surprising to an outside observer, but not to them. They know why they feel upset, even if you don't. Because their feelings are so strong, it is important for them to have a partner who doesn't make light of them or call them out when they have one of these moments. Instead, they need someone who will listen quietly and offer validation once they have calmed down. This will help your INTJ take a step back from what has upset them and see things more clearly. Common mistakes people make when trying to date an INTJ. They are not a particularly romantic bunch, to be honest. While they are certainly in touch with their emotions and do experience love, that doesn't mean they aren't picky when it comes to relationships. Partners who try to understand them too quickly may end up disappointed. They don't often have time for traditional demonstrations of affection, especially not in public places. This can be difficult for their partners to handle at first, but over time they usually come around as they realize that what makes an INTJ happy is actually much different than most people might expect. They value spending quality time with loved ones and talking about all kinds of ideas. It just tends to look very different from what other types are used to. Thanks for watching. More videos to come.